5 on your side, St. Louis's #1 6 p.m. newscast.
It's an airline that promises cheap, direct flights to Europe, but now one customer claims his ticket was a trip to a nightmare. Good evening, I'm Ann Allred.
And I'm Kay Quinn. This passenger says his problem isn't a matter of missing perks, but of actual physical pain. So he called the I-Team for help. Here's reporter PJ Randawa.
WOW Airline set up shop here in St. Louis last year, and close to $1 million in taxpayer money made that happen, which is why one passenger now wonders why he didn't get what he paid for. He spent his life teaching history.
It's very nice.
So in retirement, Bill Brown finally wanted to see some of it, namely jolly old England.
There were some things about the UK that I was interested in. They knew a guide who would take us around Normandy.
So when Brown heard WOW Airlines was setting up shop here, he bought a ticket to the UK 8 months early.
I was excited because from the city of St. Louis, flying almost anywhere is a hippity hop. You don't get to go directly to where you would like to go.
Just one problem though.
It's not very comfortable when you're 6'4" to fly overseas for 7 hours. It was a 7-hour flight.
And on top of it, Brown had a recent knee and hip replacement. So the solution?
We ordered the extra legroom, extra large seats.
The vacation went off without a hitch.
It was more or less a trip of a lifetime.
This is the flight back.
But on the return flight to St. Louis, the airline said he couldn't have what he paid for, that extra large seat. Brown was livid.
I paid for this, the extra legroom, the extra large seat, and she said, "We changed the plane. If you'd have read your ticket closer," or something to that effect. She said, "I'm sorry."
7 hours later, he was back in St. Louis, but he says the problems continued.
3 of the 4 of us didn't get our luggage when we got back to St. Louis. I knew there were 20 other people who did, or 18 or so people who didn't get their luggage.
And the I-Team found in just the past 2.5 months, dozens of passengers nationwide have filed complaints against the carrier on issues like oversales, baggage problems, refunds, and customer service.
Your flight was overbooked to Paris and you have to get on a bus.
Like this woman who told the I-Team WOW Airlines lost her luggage in Paris and a month later still couldn't locate it.
This is from Keflavik to St. Louis.
For Brown, the discount airline hasn't lived up to its hype or its investment so far.
If they realize that if word of mouth gets around, no one's going to want to use those flights, then City of St. Louis, whatever amount they invested, is going to be money thrown down the drain.
After reaching out to WOW Air, they refunded Brown $500 for giving away his seat. Now, when we told them about the complaints in our story, they said most of the time things go smoothly for their passengers. Reporting in the newsroom, PJ Randawa, 5 on your side.
Something you want the 5 on your side I-Team to look into? Email 5 on your side at ksk.com, or you can call 314-444-5231.